Hey, Faith family, hope you guys are doing well. So glad to be back with you guys as we continue in our series through the Gospel of John in the beginning. This Sunday, we continued in our series focused on the Gospel of John, starting in chapter 1, verses 29 through 34, as we see the amazing testimony of John revealed to us, the Lamb of God. I'm reminded of John's revelation of Jesus Christ in chapter 12, where he revealed the Lamb of God who was slain and the victory that came from that. In Revelation chapter 12, John describes for us an ancient and spiritual battle that rages in the world around us, and yet we cannot see it or hear it. This ancient battle stretches all the way back to the fall of Adam, and it's very real. Even though we don't see it or hear it, we can feel the effects of it all around us. The evil that we see in this world today, the trials and tribulations that we face. But this passage speaks about the victory that Jesus has secured over life and death through his resurrection and his ascension to heaven. Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection produced an amazing victory in heaven. Often we're prone to thinking that all of that Christ accomplished for us through his death, burial, and resurrection is intensely personal. And that's certainly true, but we must also realize that Jesus' victory accomplished more than just his victory here on earth. It also had heavenly consequences. This loud voice that was crying out from heaven was declaring a victory that had been won, even if it had not been fully realized here on earth. It's similar to when a newly elected president, during his acceptance speech, declares all the things that he will secure, even though there are still several months before the new president is seated. Jesus' victory over death and sin has assured freedom from death and sin for his people because Satan, our common enemy, has been cast out of heaven. He has no ability to accomplish anything within the heavenly realm anymore. Even the accusations that Satan brings against God's people have no strength because, as the word declares, they're God's people. God's victory cannot be thwarted, and the redemption that was won by Jesus' victory cannot be denied. Even though Christ's victory impacted all of heaven, it did produce trouble for those living on earth. Verse 9 tells us that the great dragon, the devil, was cast down to earth, and now he is particularly furious because he knows that his time is short. The victory that Christ won on the cross has numbered Satan's days, and he has been mortally wounded, but he's not dead. And just like a beast that has been mortally wounded, he thrashes about, causing as much damage as he can before his demise. He has been cast down from heaven, but 1 Peter chapter 5 tells us that now he prowls around the earth like a roaring lion, seeking to devour. And how does he devour? He devours through the threat of persecution, false teaching, and the seduction of this world. The devil is still active and will be for some time, but his future has been written and the writings are sealed. His time is limited, all because of the blood of the Lamb. So what about you? Do you recognize the ancient spiritual battle that rages all around you? Can you recognize this battle through our persecution, trials, and tribulations? Do you take solace in the fact that the Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world has already fought and won the battle for you? If not, what steps do you need to take to have confidence in the victory that Christ has secured for you? Make no mistake about it. Our common enemy, the devil, still seeks to destroy us, but the Lamb of God has won the victory,